Yo, what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Big T. Welcome back to Football Talk. We are recapping Week 5 of the NFL season, so let's get to go. All right, to start things off, the Thursday night match between Arizona and San Francisco. Arizona comes in there and beats the Niners 33-21. Pretty dominant game by the Arizona Cardinals in that matchup. And game of the week, I think, for some people, maybe not. New England versus Cleveland. I said that as sarcasm. So, the return of Tom Brady after a 4-game suspension. Guys, I don't know about you, but he didn't look like a guy that had almost 4 weeks off. Looks like mid-season form. Threw for over 400 yards in that game. New England goes on to win this one, 33-13. They are back on top of the AFC East right there. Next matchup, Washington, Baltimore. Washington wins this one, 16-10. Philly and Detroit. Now, guys, I watched this game. This was a close game to the very end. I thought Philly was going to go in there and just dominate the game, but you know what? Give it to Detroit to hang in there, and Detroit wins this one by 1 point, 24-23. Next game, Chicago and Indianapolis. Indy wins this one at home, 29-23. So good job by them. Next game, Tennessee Titans against the Miami Dolphins. Not much of a contest here. Titans pretty much dominated from the start to finish. They win this one 30-17. Next game, Pittsburgh and the New York Jets. Troubles keep going on for the New York Jets, guys. It's unfortunate, but they win a score. The Pittsburgh beats them by a score of 31-13. Next game, Atlanta and Denver. I thought Denver at home, they've been dominant all year. They're probably going to beat Atlanta. Nope, Atlanta goes in there, plays a pretty solid game. They win this one 23-16, handling the defending Super Bowl champs. First loss of the season. Next game, Cincinnati and Dallas. Dallas at home dominated this one by a score of 28-14. Next game, Buffalo and LA. Guys, I thought this was going to be a little more tougher, closer game right here. But you know what? Buffalo goes in there, dominates, gets 2 wins in a row here, and they win this one by a score of 30-19. San Diego and Oakland. Oakland, at home, they win this one by a score of 34-31. And then the Sunday night game, between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. This was a close game at Lambeau Field, but Green Bay pulls this one off by a score of, by a score of 23-16. And Monday night game last night, I thought Carolina was really going to bounce back here, against a division opponent, but Tampa goes in and steals a win here by a score of 17-14. I think I missed one score here. I'm just going to recap here one. This is big top bit. Minnesota and Houston. Minnesota wins their game, their 5th straight game. They are the only undefeated team left in the NFL, and they win this one by a score of 31-13. Quick talk about the Vikings right here. Guys, they've been a dominant football team for the last 5 weeks. I really don't see anybody. I haven't seen anybody really compete with this team at all. So congrats to them. They're 5-0, the last remaining team right there. So that's going to recap Week 5 of the NFL season. Now it's time to make some bold predictions on Week 6. So here we go. All right, guys. So to recap, I'm making my predictions for this week. Last week did pretty decent. Went 9-5 in predictions. So doing this week for Week 6, like I said before, guys. If you want to make your predictions, write in the comments who you think are going to win this week. Love to hear so many scores. Who's going to be the best player in the fantasy this week, and all that goodness. So write in the comments, guys. I want to hear it. All right, first game, Denver and San Diego. This is a Thursday night matchup this week. I have Denver going into San Diego, win this one by a close one of a score of 23-21. Next game, Cincinnati and New England. I think Cincinnati will come in there, hungry, ready to go, but I think New England will come out with this one by a score of 28-24. Next game, San Francisco and Buffalo. If you guys haven't heard today, Colin Kaepernick has been named the starting quarterback for the Niners, so this is going to be interesting. His first game of the season. But I have Buffalo. Buffalo's playing pretty good football right now. I have them win this one a close margin by a score of 17-10. Jacksonville and Chicago. I have Chicago win this one. I don't think this is going to be a really close game. This is going to be like a field goal finesse. I have Chicago win this one 10-3. Next game, LA and Detroit. I have Detroit win this one by a score of 14-10. Another close game there. Next game, Pittsburgh and Miami. I think Miami might make try and make it a close game against Pittsburgh, but I think they come on the top of this one, 28-7. Next game, Carolina and New Orleans. Guys, let's talk about that with Carolina for a second. Carolina's not really playing very good football right now. I mean, this is just really shocking. You look at this team where they were last year, how dominant they were playing, how incredible they were. And all that whole Super Bowl run. Pardon me. It's just I don't understand what's going on with this team. I really don't. I don't understand what is going on. I just hopefully that they can get it together there, and start stringing some wins. But I believe they're going to lose this one up in New Orleans, hostile environment. New Orleans was this one 21-17. Next game, Baltimore and New York. That's another team right there. This team got off to a quick start. This New York team got to a quick start. Now they've been playing pretty crappy the last 2 or 3 games now. And I think that's just going to continue for them. I think they have a close game here, but I have Baltimore win this one by a field goal, 13-10. Next game, Cleveland and Tennessee. Guys, sorry to say it. I watched that Cleveland game. Their quarterback situation is just horrendous right now. I really don't see this team. I mean, I'll be surprised if they get at least 2 wins this year. But I think they're just gonna I think that the first overall pick is probably gonna go to them the way they've been playing this year. If anybody's from Cleveland, I'm sorry, if I'm hurting your feelings on your team, but guys, it's just I just don't see this team, being a contender. I mean, they're already 0-5 right now. A lot of teams can come back from that, but it's football. Anything happens. But I think the lose is going to continue for them. I have the Titans win this one 21-10. Next game, Philly and Washington. Philly, they've been playing dominant football. They did get their first loss this past week, but I think they get back in the winning column, and they beat Washington by a score of 27-21. Another close game here. And then Kansas City and Oakland. I think this is not going to... I mean, both teams have good defenses, but I think this is going to be a offensive firepower game. I think this is going to be a lot of points scored here. And we're going to look back at this like, oh, wow. But I think they're going to be a lot of points scored, but I have Oakland win this one. This is my final score. You guys might laugh at it. 33-31. That is my prediction for that. Next game, Dallas and Green Bay. I think Dallas and Green Bay, this will be a close game. Always is with these two franchises. Playoff games and stuff like that. But I have Green Bay win this one 31-27. Next game, Atlanta and Seattle. I have Atlanta having this closer than what it should be, but Seattle will come up on top at their home field 17-10. Now to the last 2 primetime games, Indy and Houston. I think Houston at home at Sunday night. I think this will be another close game, but I think they'll pull this one off by a late field goal, and they win it 23-21. All right, so this matchup between the New York Jets and the Arizona Cardinals. Let's talk about that for a second. Like I said, 2 teams that had great success during last year and got, obviously New York did not get in the playoffs last year, but they had a really great run last year. And this year, this is a team that I'm confused watching. I mean, their offensively, they haven't really been there. I thought they were going to be a lot more dominant on the offensive front this year. Arizona, same thing. I mean, like, I don't know what is going on with their offense, but I have Arizona winning this one as a close one at their home on Monday night, 31-27. And bye weeks this week, Minnesota and Tampa Bay. Like I said before, Minnesota has been playing dominant football. They are the last remaining undefeated team, as I said earlier in the episode. So, congrats to that. But yeah, I mean, like some of these teams have been playing really good. Like, I mean, New England wins a big one with Tom Brady returning. Detroit and the Philly game, that was a great game. And like I said, Carolina. Let's talk about like I said earlier about Carolina. It's unbelievable that this team just hasn't been able to put together wins, and it's weird. It really is strange. You know what I mean? But we'll have to see. We'll just have to see. So those are my predictions for this week. Like I said, guys, write in the comments. I want to, like, guys, seriously. And I'm also on Twitter now. If you guys didn't look at it, I will put the description. I'll put it in the description below. Sorry. And, tweet me, like, guys, tweet me some predictions, what you think, or tweet me questions, and I'll try and answer them during this week. Like I said, I love talking to people. So I said, write me some questions, or write some predictions, what you think on the Twitter feed, or the Facebook page, whatever you guys want, or the comments. Love talking to people. So that's going to do it for this episode of Football Talk. This is going to be a really short one, guys. Like I said, I have to cut these videos short because I can only have them no more than 15 minutes. For some reason, I can't, for some stupid reason, I can't have long episodes, which I want to have long episodes, but I'd rather have talk more. But I'm trying to just make these as short, as efficient, and as entertaining for you guys as I can. You know what I mean? All right, so like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. Subscribe for more content. Social media below. Always remember to be kind, generous, love one another. As always, I will see you, yes you, on the other side, my friends. Bye!